I'm live. All right. This is gonna be new, so we're gonna go from here. I gotta figure out how to share the stream, but this is Daily Dose, take two. I've already tried, so there's two links out there that have a live stream. This is the live one. We're going live here this morning from the Harris household, day two. So first off, I just appreciate everybody's quick feedback and how cool this is. And it sounds like Mr. Getter and other teachers are doing the same thing. And it just it's a huge testament to our staff and our communities as a whole. We got great people, got great kids, great families. So we're all going to survive. We're all going to get through this. You know, I'm tired of saying it, but I'm going to keep saying it. Say hi, Jensen. So if you're on, show me how you do some comments and whatnot. See if we can't get this thing rolling as I'm talking, and hopefully we can do this thing together. I'm not really good at dead weight or wait time in class. Most people know that, and so I kind of just ramble on. But I'll try to maybe have some wait time to see if questions post. Also myself to see if I can't share this out through some of the other social media platforms. Those of you out there, let me know which is the best way to reach everybody. Instagram's kind of being difficult and didn't upload the stream yesterday or the video yesterday. So let me know. Looking forward to this every morning. Had a comment last night about, hey, this is going to help me get through the next 4 weeks. And that goes for me too. I'm going to look forward to 10 a.m. every morning. Hopefully kids will start getting out of bed, even if they just want to listen to me or if they just want to make fun of me. Either way, it works. It's only day two. And I think for a lot of us, it's hard to look at today. We want to look into the future. We want to know what's everything going to look like at the end of all this. And I don't blame you. It's hard for me. I gotta do that. I mean, I do that too. But we got to focus on today. Take care of the day. Win the day. That was kind of one of the comments I had on today's description for today's post. And we got to win today. If we want to know what the 4 weeks are going to look like after today, we gotta take care of today. So. Daily Dose. First thing I want to talk about is, how did day one go? How many of you guys were freaking out, getting cabin fever, itching to do something? I know I am. I'm not good at being home. I like to be involved. I like to do things. This is the longest I've probably been away from the school since last time I took vacation. So it's hard. I think it's hard for everybody. Kids, it's hard for your parents too. There's a lot of parents that are home from work or limited hours or whatever the case is. You're not the only one, right? this is difficult on the parents, and they got a new routine. And what's this going to look like being around each other for 8, 10, 24 hours a day when we're used to being maybe around each other 4, 6, 2. Some of us are at school from 6:30 to 6:30, and then you're home for 3, and then you're in bed and you do it all again. So it's going to be a challenge and opportunity for all of us. It definitely going to make us better. I can already tell it's making me a better father, better husband. I'm sure my wife will disagree at times, but that's okay. She's home today, so this will be the first time we've been together all day. Not on a weekend, of course. And then you got Jovi here. Can you say hi? Hi. Yeah. I got my glasses on today to be a little studious. Yeah. Anyways, talking about, being tough on parents, parents being empathetic towards the kids, try to understand their point of view, step in their shoes. These kids are used to being around their friends 8 hours a day. We give them a hard time about getting off your phones and stop looking at a screen. And even when they're doing that, they're around their friends. And I kind of had a little, not an epiphany, but I had a little reflection last night about, it's like white noise or the fan when you are sleeping, or music or something like that. We get so used to it being in there. It's like a comfort. And then when it's not there, we realize holy cow, what's going on? And a lot of our kids are like that. They might not be necessarily always face-to-face conversing with one another, but they're around each other physically. And so just step in their shoes, see what, understand that it's going to be tough, whether we're giving them routine and structure and almost trying to make it like a school day, giving them freedom. It's raining, so now it's wet and muddy, so it's going to be tough to get outside. I just would encourage just continue to be empathetic to one another and communicate as best you possibly can. That's one thing I'm going to work on is just communication on how I communicate like with my kids instead of like to my kids. I'm always talking to them. If I can do a better job of communicating with them and helping them be a part of the decision process, but then also understanding that they're still children, they're still kids, and that at the end of the day, there's times where we're adults and we're parents and we have to make decisions because, um, you know, we're going to help them make the best decisions. Some of them aren't ready to empower themselves, and sometimes we have to protect our kids from themselves, and we're here to help you. So kids, that's a message to you as well. Like, your parents aren't trying to be mean by keeping you at home. Your parents and your loved ones that are helping take care of you they're not trying to make you mad. They're not, they're just trying to do what's best for you, even when you don't like it. And I think that's probably when you should maybe take a step back and reflect for a quick second that when you don't like it, it's probably because your parents really care and they're trying to do what's best. So keep that in mind. I'm borrowing my wife's computer right now, and it's a nice big Mac. It's nice. Heck, I even look good in it, So good hair day. I tell you what, I talk about it all the time. Man, you have a good hair day. Might be a good day. Usually it's a good day. So I don't know how long I'll go. I'm still waiting to see if there's any comments. I don't know where to look for those if they're coming up. So sorry if they're coming up and I don't know where they're at. Anyways, I wanted to touch on like that social distancing, but then how do you, like, we need to be social to be healthy. Like, we talk about it in health. We talk about it in a lot of my classes. Like, we have to do us, like, do you. I love that saying, do you. But at the same time, we are meant to share our lives with other people. And we're at a point in time right now where it's really not, we're not supposed to do that. And that's going to be really, really hard to do. And technology is going to make some of this possible. But then how do we get by with the social interaction that we crave and that we flourish in a majority of the time? How do we get that? How do we balance that out? How do we make it all work? And social distance is a big deal. I mean, I'm trying to keep myself up to date, so when I talk on here, I don't sound incompetent. But I was limiting 10 people and to social gatherings, and they're shutting down restaurants and movie theaters and places where when there's nothing going on and you're not. Oh, show your face, huh? When they're shutting down those places, the only other place to gather is in your homes, and even then, they're trying to limit those. So how do we make this all work? How do we learn to be able to deal with ourselves in a confined area and yet still get the social interaction, and then at the same time coincide with recognizing, are we codependent upon our social interaction? Like, are we freaking out? Are we wigging out that, like, oh my gosh, I can't see my friends. Like, I can't live. I'm so anxious. I'm so worried. I'm so blah, blah, blah. And then if I don't see them face to face, like, I'm going to go right straight to my phone. But because you're not physically around them 8 hours a day, like, that phone's going to get bored. I mean, trust me, like, you guys are like, yeah, no, I can Snapchat all day. Well, yeah, you can Snapchat all day when you're sitting around your friends. How about when you're sitting by yourself? So, recognizing, like, maybe some of our codependency issues when it comes to social interaction, and where we're and where we're getting that, and what that looks like for us, and how can we manage that? I talk about balance all the time. How can we use both sides? Got to have social interaction, got to be around people. We're meant to share our lives with each other, but at the same time, like, this is a great opportunity to work on ourselves and do what's best for ourselves and the people around us that are immediately close to us. So then when we get back to that social interaction, that balance should be there. That overall, call it balancing act, or that overall management of ourselves will hopefully be present, and we're not taking that social interaction and those social gatherings for granted. And then we also have a greater sense of self-confidence, self-esteem, just overall better self-control and self-awareness of ourselves. And man, if you combine those two things, there's a lot of really strong people out there. And I think of young people, obviously, because I work with them every day. Miss you guys, by the way. They need that self-awareness, self-control. Huge issues of concern, I guess you could say, are things that I see a lot in them that they crave, that they need, that they want, but not necessarily how to get there. And this is going to be an awesome time, I think, for them to be able to. You're used to 8 hours a day being told what to do, when to do it, where to go. Hey, you got a 46-minute period, 3-minute passion period, boom, next class, and you're doing that all day. well, 8 hours, right? Now you have 8 hours to fill with majority of your own choices. Again, we talked about the whole parents being stepping in and helping, which is awesome. But a lot of it's going to be your choices and what you do with that time. Own that time. Keep yourself accountable. Be disciplined during that time. Use that time to better yourself. And right now, it might still be easy because it's only day 2. What's it going to look like come day 12, come day 20, whatever the case is? A lot of those habits, a lot of those decisions start now, though. If you want to look like a certain way or be a certain way or have this affect you and change you and better you in a certain way, you can't wait to the end of it. You got to start now. This is Daily Dose, day 2, take 2. Appreciate everybody that's out there watching. I think you can go back and watch it, even though if you didn't catch it live. I'd love to hear your comments. If there's things you want to talk about on here, I'm open. Like, I love discussion points. I could talk for days. I'm really long-winded. This has been almost 12 minutes, and I probably could talk another 12. But I appreciate all of you guys out there. I know we're doing well. Everything's going to be great. Take care today, and then we'll see you tomorrow. Make it a great one.